Peace and love. This is Jah Lion King, you know. Yeah, man. Praise Jah Lion King. Give thanks to life. Give thanks to health and strength, you know. Give thanks to positiveness. Give thanks to consciousness. Give thanks to righteousness. Give thanks to love. Give thanks to Irish flathead. Jah. Universal love, you know. One and all, you know. Give thanks to all good things and all abundance and all blessing and then approaching a new year, you know. Praying for everyone, you know, to be more conscious, more righteous, more loving, caring, more sympathetic, loving each other, you know, and caring for each other, you know, because God is love and love is God, you know, so let us all love, you know. And remember, love is the key that opens all doors, no matter what race or nation. Love is the key that opens the door for only Mount Zion. And whosoever enter in, ever live in life shall have, you know. So love is the key, you know. So peace and love to the world, you know, and blessing and prosperity and joy and happiness and goodness for the 2024 coming from Andrew Priest Jah Lion King. And if you want to contact I, 347-444-4460. Give thanks to life. Jah Rastafari, Holy Emmanuel I Selassie. Jah Rastafari, Holy King Emmanuel Scepter. Jah Rastafari, heal the mighty, heal the strong, the might, I am the I am. Holy John Marcus Messiah Gavi I Selassie. Jah Rastafari, Holy Bet, for faithful, never sure, my Lord, we know people I Selassie. Jah, give thanks and praise the Lion, my Lord, first.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'een. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina amta alayhim. Ghair maghdubi alayhim. Wala dwalleen. Alhamdulillah. Dr. Sanada Kamara, co-founder of Temple Mother Earth, sending love, peace, and abundance prayer to everyone around the world.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Sheikh Sufi Ba. SheikhSufi@gmail.com. CHEIKHSUFI@gmail.com. Opening prayer for the greatest shaman that I know in the West, Brother Ankh, Rising Sun. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. A'udhu billahi bismillahi inna waliyullahu. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin al-Fatihi lima ulika wal-Katimi lima sabaka Nasir al-Haqi bil-Haqi wal-Hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdarihi al-azim.
Greetings, loved ones. My prayer for you for 2024 is to be in a vibrational receiving match. A vibrational receiving match for happiness, for giving, for gratitude, for wisdom, for discernment, with abundance of blessings, for your soul tribe, for your soulmate, for your open-mindedness, for your spiritual growth, for divine love, and for a healthy, emotional, physical, spiritual body. I wish you all these things and pray that you receive all these things in the year 2024. I receive in all languages. Ashe, Amin, and Namaste. You can reach me at Instagram, Sequoia_spirit, that is SEQUOIA. Again, I wish you all these blessings and and so much more in the year of 2024. Thank you.
Beloved mighty and present, great hosts of sitting ascended masters, great angelicals, great cosmic beings who govern the system of worlds and the seven light of the Lord. Lord, we call upon your grace to heal the earth of the actions of the sinister forces. Their plan is to eliminate the population in the most horrible and murderous ways. They have already poisoned our food with things we can't even pronounce. They poison the water with fluoride. They poison the air with chemtrails. They have poisoned the medicine with side effects that will kill you if you take it. And they have poisoned the technology against mankind. They have weaponized all these things against mankind. We call upon your grace to free us from the sinister forces whose diabolical plan is to make this world the most hellish place. America, which was the light of the world, that was brought to the world, established in this world, to make every human being here ascendant, and then to have that spread throughout the world. Lord, we ask you to incarnate in this very planet, incarnate in mass, incarnate with sitters and ascended masters, with divine beings of every type, to bring in revolutions of meditation, revolution of mantra repetition, revolution of chanting, revolution of spreading love and light, revolutions of knowledge. Lord, we call upon you to empower us with our divine selves, so that we can rid the world of these very sinister forces whose aim is to do nothing but create this place to be a Sodom and Gomorrah. We already know that Earth is the most wicked planet in the universe. Let us turn it to be the light of the world, so that it is the greatest planet in the universe, so that we excel even what is happening in the great central sun. As a matter of fact, Lord, we ask all the beings from the great central sun to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth, to incarnate on the earth within us, so that we could do the work that I'm begging for now. Oh Lord, I ask this in the name of Swami Muktananda Paramahansa, Bhagavan Nityananda, Guru Maha Chivasananda, beloved Saint Germain, Lord Jesus the Christ, Lord Buddha, Allah, and the great Sundar Kumar. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am.
Aboru aboye aboshishe alafia ubuntu. Assalamu alaikum, assalamu alaikum, sanda om namah shivaya. I give you praise in the name, shalom, whatever your wonderful beliefs and your system of beliefs is, we give praise. But we give praise to the Olodumare, the Olorum, the Somole, the Agbamole, Efunfuni, Legi, Kuku, Tekunani, Samujuano, what their room, Mojuba, Mudemo, Male, Mafon, Matibo, we give praise to the God who is the owner of today, the owner of yesterday, and the owner of all days to come. He to whom the Rumole and Agbamole exist to know his laws and command, originating creator, all things discovered and yet to be discovered. We give praise to our grand, powerful ancestors, those wise ones who come, give us directions, light, love, and help us to be able to receive the benefit in our life. We ask that you be able to embrace the great divinity of Rumila, the one who is the witness creation, second only to all Damari, the owner of medicine, more powerful than man, the immense orbit that fought the day of death. He to who is the perfect in the house of wisdom. He is able to heal and to regenerate you creatures of ill luck and bring them perfectly back into homeostasis, understanding, light, and love, and helping you to embrace the love of the universe as we give praise to all the creatures of the universe, everything that moves and reverberates, and the vibration that moves in your life. Allow you to find goodness, allow you to find health and vitality, strength to move forward for the accomplishment of all the goals that you have set for you and your family. My name is Babalao Oluwole Abiyomi Fakunle Adetuti Ronkolo de Manyansa. My nickname is Babalao of Harlem. We send greetings to you today. As you at www.ifakunle.com, you can reach me and we will talk. Peace.
Oh great spirit, great mystery, sending a prayer of peace to this world, to all the humans, a prayer of peace to all of us. May we remember how to be good relations. May we remember how to be good brothers and sisters. Sending a prayer of love to the heart of the earth. Thank you, Mother, for loving us so much. Thank you for being so forgiving with us. Thank you for being so patient with us. May your light reach all the beings that are suffering right now. May your light, may your love reach their lives. May your light guide them in the right direction. May your love give them strength for them to keep walking, living. Sending prayers to all of you, my family. May we always remember to be together, that we are all one big family, that all of us belong to this earth. Thank you, Mother. Hi, familia. My name is Osvaldo Pomaquiza. I come from Ecuador, and I want to invite you to sit with me. I serve a Grandfather Guachuma. My phone number is 201-981-4545. Feel free to text me, call me, and also giving thanks for this space. Thank you so much. I love you.
Call to the warrior in you, to the healer in you, the king, the queen, the magician, the lover in you. Every single day, we are called to walk in our purpose. Answer the call. Lay down your burden and anything that holds you back and take your rightful place. The battle is everywhere. It's right in your face. Let's go.
Success is your destiny. Love, wisdom, power. Remember always who you are. Yes, yes, I am. Love, wisdom, power. Yes, yes, I am. Love, yes, power. Yes, I am. Greetings and welcome, family, to Moorish Monday. Waiting for our brother, Abdullah Bey, to get his stuff set up to present in the way we need to deliver the message. I want to acknowledge all the Jedi warriors, Islam, my brothers. Post while you can what part of the earth you are listening in from, so that I can allow us to have a collective overview of the Moorish, living Moorish heartbeat in the various places, cities, towns, states, and maybe even countries. So that being said, let me see. While he's trying to work out the technical stuff, let's see if there's anything else. We have an event happening this Wednesday. Blue Pill and Black Dot will be on promoting their upcoming event at Nicholas Bookstore this Saturday at Nicholas Bookstore, February 3rd, 2024, from 6 p.m. until closing. That should be a fun show. That'll be happening on Wednesday. We're going to do that promo here at Magnets, Crystals, Pyramids. And my Moorish brothers and sisters, have you been vigilant in drinking your Kinkliba tea? It is said it is better to drink tea and no food than food and no tea. And here are some of the researched, documented benefits of the Kinkliba tea that Prophet, I call Ascended Master Sheikh Ahmadu Bamba, who flew through the air, hungry lion proof, bulletproof, walked on water, wrote 7 tons of prayers, and founded the city of Touba in Senegal. And I'm talking about he made his ascension back in the 1930s. And he said, this tea is excellent, heals everything except death. Like we've heard that before with, with the oil. My personal experience is drinking Kinkliba tea seems to gently amplify opening of the third eye. That's what it seems like to me. So anybody who needs to be cancer-free, anti-inflammatory, that means get rid of pain, anti-diabetic, balance your weight, opiate detox, liver detox, digestive aid. And when you drink it in the morning, family, stick around because you're going to blow everything that don't belong to you out of town in that beautiful white porcelain ceramic office and that throne that has a hatch. That's what Kinkliba does. It supercharges the cells in a very gentle manner. Also, while we're waiting for our brother, want to give you an open invitation to join the I Am Magic 2024 WhatsApp group for the purpose of networking, learning, sharing information, products, services. And here is the connect. What else do we have here happening? Let's see. Also, I have the cell phone shields here at Nicholas, and also the I Am affirmations that you can use with the crystals, with the water, or just having it on your cell phone. And I have it on mine. Let me show you what it looks like. You got to have your cell phone shield. This is mine. It sticks to the casing of your phone. It's made from 20 different protective crystals because the radiation is definitely going up. Those of you in the chat that you notice feeling the difference in the energy, it seems like we're going through a galactic quickening, family, because the planet we're on and the solar system we're in is traveling through a sector of space that is activating our DNA, our 2-strand, perhaps to 12-strand DNA. Yeah, the tea is popping. I mean, I got some in the refrigerator, and then I always suggest doing a 50-50 mix of Kinkliba tea with Gayusa. Gayusa is a great tea from South America, and Kinkliba is an excellent tea from North Africa. And our African brothers know all about it. They break their fast every morning and in the evening by drinking Kinkliba tea, which carries you, it knocks out your appetite, and but you're humming on nice energy. Yeah, so you want some of that tea, definitely Devon Bay, for sure. You didn't even know about it? Yeah, you got to do that tea. And listen, the best prices you can get is at the African stores, because what you can get at the African stores called Kinkliba. Let me type it in for you. Hold on. You go in and you ask for Kinkliba. If you go into a Senegalese store, they call it Seha. Let me see. Seha. Here it is right here. And let me post this. Here it is. Prostate problems, women problems, health challenges. Get that tea, family. And then once you make the batch of tea, what you do is chant over the tea. Siha, siha, siha. You know, I love you. Can you please assist me in whatever your health challenge might be? And then you drink it and say, thank you, Siha. The same way you do with what I've been talking about with the acacia wood. The acacia wood is a highly spiritual, powerful herb that you can have assist you in a multitude of ways. And I'll say it, this is my take on it. It's a sleeping genie inside of the acacia tree. And with that being said, I want to acknowledge and invite upon this show tonight, while my brother Abdullah Bey is getting ready, the latest Christ born in the Congo, Sheikh Amadou Bamba, Sheikh Ibrafal, Simeon Toko, who raised an army of black angels to chase the occupational terrorist Belgians out of the Congo. Because you ever notice Belgian chocolate has little hands and little feet? That's because the Belgians used to chop off the Africans' arms and feet if they didn't make the quota. Talk about pure terrorism. All right, we got Abdullah Bey in the queue and Pekola 007 in the queue. I want to also acknowledge the Ascended Masters, St. Germain, Gatekeeper, Mount Shasta, California, entrance into the hollow earth. I want to acknowledge Yeshua, Black Madonna, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael. I want to acknowledge Nikolai Tesla, Sanat Kumara, Enoch the Ethiopian, who ascended into the heavens and became Metatron. I want to acknowledge Melchizedek, Elijah, and all the prophets, ascended masters of Atlantis, Lemuria, Seraphis Bey, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, El Haj Malik El Shabazz. I want to acknowledge Elijah Muhammad, and I want to also acknowledge the forces of nature that live inside of us. Elegba Oshun, Yemaya, Olokun, Shango, Ogun, Obatala, Ochosi. And thank you, Wakantonka, Tankashila, Olodumare. I want you to be here with us tonight, along with Buddhas, Lady Buddhas, Krishnas, Lady Krishnas, Imhotep, Ptahhotep, Akhenaten, so that we can experience the velocity of love spoken through the mic of our brother, crystal, living crystal, genius, Abdullah Bey. Abdullah Bey, you got the platform, man.
Shim's not on. Shim, do you see Shim?
Yo, man, she don't look like she know what she's doing with that camera.
No, Shim. SHEM.
There ain't no Shim here, bro.
All right, let me call him.
All right, go ahead. All right, let me put my mic on. Hold. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Okay.
Do you see Shem in the backstage?
Nope. No Shem in the backstage. Tell Shem he got to follow the protocol, to punch in the keys. He got to activate his video. He doesn't have his video activated. Call him up, Abdullah, and just tell him you got to turn on your video. It looks like Abdullah's freezing up. All right, let me see. While that's going on, I want to share with the family. Let me drop Abdullah because he froze up on us. Yeah, I guess his connection is not that good either. Wow. Okay. Who's that? Let's say you dropped out again. Okay. Wow. Bam. They're losing connections, but while we're waiting for that, here's the latest progress. I went up to Harlem today, family. Listen, some of y'all Moorish sisters got to get into them bean pies. I had some of this bean pie today. It was slamming from Temple number 7 in Harlem. Talking about a delicious bean pie. I ain't buying a bunch no more because I ate up 4 bean pies already. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I have got a personality if something's good.
Is Shem in the backstage?
Nope. Nope, he was there and then he disappeared. He pops up and he disappears. There he is, right there. Let him go nowhere.
Right, there he is.
Yo, tell him you got to turn his sound down. Okay, Abdullah, I'm going backstage, man.
All right.
Okay, family. Talk later.
Adjust your camera, Shem. Right there. It's right there. Your camera right there. Keep it right there. All right. Peace, everyone. We have tonight's topic: do reparations equal liberation? Analyzing reparations in the body of knowledge of the law of nations and family of nations. I'll repeat that. Do reparations equal liberation? analyzing reparations in the body of knowledge of the law of nations and the family of nations. I have here Shem Malachi Bey. All right. He is co-founder of the Moroccan Post School of Government International Law. He's done over 20 years of paralegal work. I've known him for about 20 years, and he and I have been studying together, working together for 5 years now. All right. So we have. I'm going to ask him a series of questions and make a series of comments. All right. So we have here. Before we get started, for our free courses, we go to the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. For my website is being going across the screen, mooresandmasonry.org. So we'll get right to it. Do reparations equal liberations? After reparations, then what? Giving monetary rewards to individuals with a dead political status does not give them the power to restore their government sovereign power. The money not given to a government sovereign body that has a political jurisdiction and possession of land, survey, territory, and national government flag. All right, Shem, we want to address that?
Yes. Let me address that in the farmer language. If a shepherd gives an animal extra food, right, but don't restore the animal back to its natural rule of nature, is to run wild, the land, live off the land. So you're not living off anything but what your master give you. So I mean, if you're in a servitude state and he give you something, that means you rely on him to take care of you still, because there's no value in what he give you. The value is in the education, the value is in the land, the resources, the minerals, and the inheritance, information, knowledge. The value is in that. He can't give you that. He stole that from you. So in order for you to get your inheritance, you must first get back your knowledge, your mind, your mindset. Once you get your mindset back, then you claim your inheritance. So right now, giving somebody a fiat money, inflation money, government money, means it's a government obligation. I mean, you got to spend it the way the government spend it. He regulated. He also can cut it off from you using it. So you don't have no sovereignty at all. So that fiat paper doesn't give you sovereignty. What it does is give you, it's like a Band-Aid to a wound. Your master injured you, now he give you a Band-Aid. No, don't give me a Band-Aid. Get it out of my way so you stop injuring me. Stop hurting me. Stop telling me what to do. Stop telling me what I can't do. Stop telling me who I am. Stop telling me who my mother and fathers are. So that's the real thing about that. Money, wealth do not establish, get you out of conquest, subjugation. What gets you out of it is get your right mind back, information, wisdom, knowledge, the proper tinker symbol, the sound of knowledge, words, symbols. That's your mother, education. It nourishes you. You get your inheritance from your mother, from your education. That's your knowledge. That's feminine. You nourish off of knowledge, wisdom, information. So in order to get back, what you need is post-millennium. Post-millennium is a process. It's the thinking process that's given to a particular people to gather together to formulate a political structure. This comes from divinity, the mind. Once the mind comes together in thoughts, it's structure on paper. It becomes a creator. You come back to being a creator. What you mean a creator? Put down on paper who you are. Create your political structures. That's a creator. He creates something. He creates what? Knowledge, wisdom, education, words, symbols, sound. That's how you become a creator. They stole your right to be a creator by not letting you know who you are. Now they become your God, your creator, by telling you who you are. Becoming your master, becoming your God. They set your boundaries, they tell you where you're from, they tell you what date you was born, they tell you what day, your calendar, a new year, they give you a month, a calendar, they even give you your deity and piety. So you're being stripped all the way around divinity and nature. Nature and spirit, you've been stripped. So we have to become a creator. Which means write down on paper a political structure, a boundary. We have put on paper so we create a space, a boundary. So we create our own system. So in the word solar system, solar system. Solar is inside of you that creates systems. Mind and matter. You got the mind first, you got matter. The matter comes out of the mind, what the mindset is. what it creates. Nature, spirit and nature. They're one. So what we have to do first to come out, deal with the mind, then create matter, become a creator, resurrect ourselves, our people out of a dead state. How do you do it? By shouting. What is shouting, Shim? By speaking, writing. That's how we do this thing. Go ahead, Abdullah, man.
So you're saying that that money does not restore our political status. Why doesn't it? Why doesn't money restore our political status?
Because money is only a form of legislative acts written down by men. It's only written to pacify a particular situation. It's like trying to calm something. They're only making it to calm something, but it never restore nothing. Like, for instance, if I take a piece of paper, write down and say it's worth value. Why is it worth value? Because I said so. That's called a dictator. You demanding something. You setting boundaries on people. You using the people to back it up. You say, okay, I determine the paper worth something. Okay, I give you $100 billion today, right? Okay, now watch this. That money got to be paid back. This is a debt obligation there now. So who can be paying that back? You still can be paying taxes. Still can pay for your water. You still can control your water, your resources. You can't fish. You can't hunt. You don't have any industry. You can't regulate commerce. You can't build cars. You can't buy your own people. You can own your own schools, intellectual knowledge. So really, you're gonna have to pay that back. They give you something, put you in a more. I give you $100 billion, but I still can put you in jail. I still can castrate you. I still can take your children from you. You can't. Excuse me, hold on.
Shem. Is he frozen? Shem. All right, you back with us. All right, so we have here no land, no buildings, and no gold are being proposed as reparations. How do monetary rewards restore the protection of our country? So question, why isn't those who propose reparations, why don't they propose buildings and land?
All right, let's look at this here. In order to propose that, have knowledge of that, one must be what? Fully resurrect, awaken to his rightful state of mind thinking. You can't do that. You can't learn this to a de facto castrated school on the conquest. They're not going to let you learn this. They're going to strip this from you. They'll never let you learn this. They're brainwashed, they're indoctrinizing. But excuse me, hold on, excuse me.
So we have here, once again, we're here with Jim Malachi Bey, and the day's presentation is do reparations.
Hello, I'm back.
Do reparations equal liberations? Do reparations equal liberations? So we're going to look at the title and bring people back to the title here. Do reparations equal liberation? Analyzing reparations in the body of knowledge of the law nations and the family of nations. All right, so this has not been done by those who have proposed reparations, where it's not analyzed in the body of knowledge of the family of nations and the law of nations. Or I'd ask you, Shem, why isn't land and buildings proposed by those who present reparations?
Give me a minute. Hold on. Well, Abdul, you have to understand. Let's look back now. Let's look back at this. Let's look back at old money system. Anytime we're gonna talk about this, let's go back. Let's look back at an example. Now, what's the example? A question asked to Jesus, right? And say, so we pay taxes to Caesar. Hold up now. Here we go. He said, go into the sea and cast your hook into the sea and grab a fish and take out of fish mouth a piece of value. Out of fish mouth, take that and give it to him. So value is in what? It's nature. The value is his nature, not paper, not a man legislating the value on something that don't exist. The power of fiat is in wealth. In wealth, which can go to give something of value. As long as I give you something of value, a commodity, or my energy, my body, and my exchange, in common, like I got a farm, I grow food, I raise animals, I got my livestock, I put it in the market, I exchange for bartering, to a bartering system. I exchange it for value. That's real value. Cinnamons, apples, dates, figs. But I don't care if you give somebody natural value. That does not restore a sovereign power back to a people. That does not. Because sovereign power is a government. The power to legislate among your people, protect them, to enforce commerce, economics among the people, and have a government-to-government relationship. Somebody give you $100 billion in a servitude state, you can't have a diplomatic relationship because you're not a people. You're not even considered as a people at all. So what kind of relationship can you have? All you can do is spend. Take the same money they gave you, go to the same system, and spend in this system and stay in a servitude state. The moment they want to take it from you or shut the accounts down, they can shut it down. Why? Because you have no control, protection over your banking, your commerce. So you can't do anything because you have a political structure. As a matter of fact, you're not even considered a person. In a servitude state among a sovereign, you're not a person. You don't exist. You don't. What you mean, Shim? Look back. You don't have the same rights as the common people of the land. You're not attached to the land. You don't exist because you're a fiction. You're written down on paper. You only exist on paper. You constructed. You're creator. You only exist on paper. By existing on paper, you don't have a status. I mean, you're not really real. You're adjective. You're adjective. You're nothing. You're not a noun.
Their status would be, their standing would be a dead status. It's a dead status. Right. And that's what it's a fictional status. And it's a dehumanizing status. So it's not a status of belonging to the family of nations. It's not a human status. It's not a real status. It's not a life and flesh and blood status. As you eloquently put it, it's a fictional status, and you draw the analogy of Disney characters and how they're created on paper. So black, Negro, colored, African American are creations, by Spain and France and England / Great Britain and Portugal and the Dutch Republic. They are creations and fictions by those European occupying sovereign bodies. As you
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you go right down, if I go out to a cemetery, show me in a cemetery that is dead people walking around, trimming the garden, trimming the graves, or sweeping up the leaves. But I'm saying is that's a world of unconsciousness. The only thing lies in that graveyard are conscious people that's not conscious to this world. So if they create you on paper, you are not conscious. As a people, you have no connection to a people that exist before you. You have no connection. So you're like a graveyard. You live inside a graveyard. You don't exist. So if a man said, I'm gonna give $1 billion to these dead people so I can put tombstones up, that's nothing. They're still dead. So you can decorate, you can sweep the leaves, you put big beautiful stones there. The fact of the matter is they have no consciousness to the life around them. No conscience. So that's how you as a family and nation, you don't exist. You do not exist. Sorry, you do not exist. That's how it's set up. They look back and say, wait a minute, there's no people in history that exists as an adjective. I'm sorry. Nobody in no way exists as an adjective. Are you going to be a noun or adjective? Which one? So a Moor is a noun. A black Afro-American color, that's an adjective describing what? Something dead. I mean, this is not describing anything. It's a dead fiction. Like a statue. A man take a molar statue and stand it up. That's what you are. You're like a statue. But look back. What does a statue come from? Being molded. So what they do, they mold you through a concept, a fraudulent concept. They mold you to a statue and stand you there and be your creator and carve into you, breathe into you how they want to move you at, and how they want to decorate you, and also how to clothe you. So you don't exist. You're a fiction. So how can you give a people, a dead state thinking mind people, $100 billion and they free? How you gonna do that? Tell me. They can't. They have no land. They have no political structure. They can't protect themselves. And they, after you give them $100 billion, you gotta tell them how to spend it. You gotta tell them when to spend it, and you gotta tell them they gotta pay it back. This is how you gotta pay it back. Oh yes, you something come with that. You just get a reparation for nothing. They give you reparation. Believe me, they're gonna make you sign a legislative act, further bury you to the death zone. You ain't get nothing for nothing. Nobody give you reparation unless you voluntarily waive in the future any sovereign standing. That means if you take the money, you can't come back later on and say that you're a free people. No, you can't do that. Because you took money in a dead state. But watch this. Why won't they give you back, like they do other countries, give you back your political jurisdiction rights? Your right to assemble, your right to communicate, your right to form government, your right to vote, your right to not be, so you can't vote as part of our government. You have to create your own. Put you out there, then we'll give you the money to finance yourself, to build your commerce, your economics. Why would they do it that way? Have your own schools. Why not? There's a reason why. Because you get somebody, let me say something. If you take a mentally retarded person and get a mentally retarded person something of value, what are you going to do with it? Tell me. A mentally retarded person getting something of value, what are they going to do? They got somebody pushing them around a wheelchair, wiping their butt, feeding them, and giving them a bath. So what they going to do? What you going to do? You can't take care of yourself. You can't form any energy. You can't form no resources. You can't have no commerce, economics. You can't do nothing without the permission, by them ordering you to do something, while they grant you the right to do something. So what is the $100 million going to do for you? $1 billion, what is it going to do for you? It's not going to be moved. It's like this. I burnt you. I scarred you and burnt you. Now that I burnt you, right, I give you $1 billion for burning you. But the thing about, hold up, that $1 billion is going to do to stop you, prevent me, to stop you from burning me again. You're abusing me. What can I use that for to stop you from abusing me? I can't stop you because I have to go to you to tell you to leave me alone. That don't make any sense. I'm going to the same man that's oppressing me, doing all this stuff. Can you please tell him to leave me alone? Can you write an act? Can you write a script? Here you go. Can you write a script? A director directing a movie. You are the character in the movie. You ask the director, the producer, to write a script in the movie to protect you. Yes, you are on the Spider-Man, Superman, Batman movie. We've been a big movie since 1400s. We've been put inside a movie projector. What's a projection? Your mind, your thought. We've been projected in the eyes of people, which have been reflected as being what? Nothing. A character. A special needed character. I'm gonna tell you, wake up, you're in a movie. You are in a movie. The United States government, the European powers, all the directors and producers. All they gotta do, when they create the character, they gotta get somebody to wear the uniform. They need a live party to wear that costume, and that's us. Our ancestors win it, now we win it. We inherit that, the puppet master stuff. Go ahead, Abdullah.
So you got the script. We talked about this. I've talked about this in the past, very recently. We have the script of calling Francois Benares, 1680. All right, division de la Nouvelle Division de la Terre, new division of the earth. So that's a script. That's a script whereby he classified, came up with a fictional classification of people, placing them in a classification. So that's a script. and that strip was carried on with Carl Linnaeus, all right, in 1732, all right, from 1732 to 1739, there was 7 editions, all right, of Systema Naturae, all right, it's called Linnaeus. It is further carried on with Johann Friedrich Blumenbach. So these are scripts. So it's very interesting that Shem talked about scripts, and you see how they are controlling us with that Carl Linnaeus, Francois Benet, Johann Friedrich Blumenbach, you know, paradigm, the script, and that has to be set first, was to place us into a negative fictional status. And Shem has done a great job in breaking that down and drawing the analogy of the script. And so the script is carried on by, right now is maintained by the extension of the European power of France and Spain and England, which is United States, and they do legislative acts. They maintain that script through legislative acts. And so the main issue Shem is talking about, and I've talked about, is the political status. All right, so the political status, we have a pre-existing political status. We have a bloodline connection to the land. We are Moors, and we have a pre-existing sovereignty, a pre-existing empire, pre-existing treaties, pre-existing political power. So there's a political, so we're not, it's nothing that we're connecting to that's new. It's reconnecting to that pre-existing political sovereign power and political status. All right, Jim?
Yes, that's very good, because what we have to understand is this, and have take knowledge is that we talk about we was gods, and people say we are creators. Well, then let me explain something to you. It's your job to be a creator in language. You have to write back and create political structures. Your neurons of the thinking, which is your commandments, your neurons, your thinking, your lightning bolts of your brain have to discharge order, control, send down to your fingers, your arms, and writing a symbol. You become a creator now. Of what? A creator of life. Meaning in nature, spirit of nature, you writing down a structure, protect your people. You create what you call an environment, a providence. You create a garden, I call it a garden. You create a garden to protect your people from what? Evil, conquest. So until we can do this right here, we have to be in proper standing to do this. We're not in proper standing, we're not in proper thinking. Because the moment you think that somebody give you some money, paper money, that you put in the ground and come back, it's rain will hard, come back a month later, the paper's all wet and dirty and much. There's no value. But in you is value. You got the essence celestial material inside of you. You're the value. You're the thing worth value. You are the book. You are worth value. You're the only thing that put value on anything. Nobody's worth value more than a man and woman in this earth. Nobody. Whoever told you that's a lie. You worth more than gold, silver, copper. Why? Because you made up all the elements. They in your body. All these elements inside of you. And melanin. You got this stuff inside of you already. Carbon. Stardust. Water. Rock. Air. Come on now. So you are responsible now. You will put down here the first man, carbonated, melanated, man with visible pigment, that's a Moor, burnt skin. You will put down here first to rule over this earth. Now rule, start ruling now. You're not ruling, you selling out when you take money. You ain't doing nothing taking money. What's the first thing you can do? Buy a car? Buy a mansion house? I'm gonna buy me a house and start me a business. You know what you're doing? You are prospering to tear down your people. You become a traitor. You're a traitor, you don't even know it. When you accept that money, you got a nation, people are traitors. Don't know what they're doing. Because the first thing you're going to do, go right back into the system and invest the money right back into this system and still taking orders. Every time you got a dispute, you got to go into the courts. When you got a problem, you got to get an esquire. When you got problem, a dispute, you call the cops. When your house on fire, call a fire station. So everything you're doing, when you see your kids to school, they're not going to your school. They're not protected by your school. They're going to their schools. If they don't go, they can lock your children up. Your children still conquest. What you mean? They've been stripped of their nationality by bringing the mother to the hospital. They create a nation and conquest. They take it with her birthright. How do you protect your woman children? Hand this down. A legacy. But the main thing is, every day we wake up and not knowing this, you're a part of that play, that movie. This movie has been written, edited, played over and over again. All we is in another episode. We're on an episode of a movie. That's all we is. Every generation born is a new episode created for the people. That's it.
All right, so hey Shem, talk about your proposal to restore. Shem.
Yes, my proposal is that we educate and teach one another like they did when it's on the Moorish rule. What they did was they learned from us. They learned language. They learned how to form alphabets. When they learned this right here, they became knowledgeable. Europeans went back to one among themselves and formed their own schools, send their children to their schools. When the children are educated, they no longer need the Moors to take care of them or teach them. That's how the Moors got ran out of Europe. They ain't got ran out physically, man, out of there. They got ran out when they couldn't no longer control the European thinking, way of life, their thinking. Once the Europeans stopped that, the Moors ran out. The same way here. The moment we change our way of thinking and think among ourselves and run government, that's how you run them out. Because they're not part of it. They have absolutely no idea, no power to render any decision, to write any laws, or even interfere with your commerce, your commerce, your economics on the land. So how do you get rid of them? By coming together among yourself, forming a community, a society of people from your houses, come together, and then have an election and delegate authority to certain men and women that's qualified to hold a certain fiduciary responsibility as a guardian, as administrator and steward position. And appoint them and let them create cabins, committees, to form legislation to write back now into law your proper standing. And not only that, have the engineers come together and create a survey map. Take all the old territories and survey them as your territories. Because why? They are yours. Because you woke now. All your motherland she left for you on these maps, on the old maps, that land is your land. What they did was they surveyed the land and that stated for you taking away your personal rights to conquest. So the map they created is illegal. So you have to understand you have the right to do the same thing. But you have to do it as a political body. Once you acknowledge yourself as a national government and if deposit with all of us, the nations of the world, this is who you are. And you're standing here and you're going to stand on this and you're not going to be moved from this as a people and elect and set your survey maps up that strip them of that power they got over you. The only power they got over you right now is by you claiming voluntarily to be Afro-American, Negro, color. You determined to do commerce in that name. You determined to spend money in that name. You determined to work in that name. You determined to call the cops in that name. You determined to go in the courtroom under that name. You can say, no, I don't. Yes, you do. Because anytime you got to petition the courtroom and go in there, you can't go in there as a Moor because the judge can hear a Moor's case. So you can stop that line. You don't do that. You petition the court as what? As what? One protected in the Constitution. Once you say, I petition the court, I got constitutional rights, you are a 14th Amendment citizen, a creature of the law. Yes, you are. So let's stop playing with each other. Let's stop arguing, playing games, because the fact of the matter is, the moment you claim the Constitution as your protection, you become a 14th Amendment corporate citizen with that dead fiction. The only rights you got is you're protected by the government, your God, your Lord, the government, United States. write down your protection, they write down your political power, they write down how you protect it, write down how much land you got, then they write down how much grant money you get. You can spend vouchers. Then they also tell you what kind of concentration camp you can stay in. Section 8 houses, Section 17 houses, government sufficient programs. They never concentration camps. That's all they are. To maintain you. Go ahead, Abdullah. Excuse me.
Those are great points.
Let me finish one thing. Once you do that there, you have to come together as a body of people and have meetings. Go out to the public and set up programs where you can meet the people on a day-by-day discussion, like creating chess clubs, go to recreation centers, sponsor a basketball game, bring the people in, sit down, talk to the youth, because they're the ones you want to get to the youth. See, intermediate with them into programs. See, our people's in their sports, they're in the programs, music, entertainment. You have to go to the entertainment world and you have to speak to them and tell them what you can do, what they I think help and empower themselves without being stripped of all their wealth, and how they can be protected as a people without going through these federal courts, without paying an attorney who at the end got locked down to a contract. See, everything is in the contract. But when your government created a constitution, that is a corporate soul. It's a corporate soul contract. We protect the people as the beneficiaries. All elected officials that you elect, they're your trustees. Now the people also are the settlers. They're the settlers and trusters. So they grant to the trustees certain power. But also the people also act as the grantor and the settler. They also as the beneficiaries. They become the beneficiaries. The trustees are put on order, by order and control and instructions to work the trust based on instructions that the settler give them, which is the people. And when this happens like this, that's how you go ahead and run somebody out of your land. What you mean, Shim? Run them out of your head first. Get them out of your head first. When you get them out of your head, you run them out of your land. What you mean? How you run somebody out of your land? Run them out of your head. Run them out of controlling you. See, how they ran the Moors out, when the Moors no longer control the Europeans. I'll be honest. The moment they could control the Moors is done. It was gone. Even though the Moors are living among them, but the Europeans preserve their right to sovereignty outside the Moors' political jurisdiction. You have to understand this. Just look back. When they ran the Moors out Granada, everybody thinking, oh, they ran the Moors out Granada. What you mean? They put the Moors in ships and ran them out? No. They ran the Moors out, but not allowed the Moors to get involved with their political destiny. Determined for them. The Moors could no longer self-determine for them. They did it for themselves. When they did that, the Moors lost control of Granada. What you mean? When the Moors control Granada, the Moors control through a monarchy, the Moors control the Albion's political structure, dominance. Once the Europeans got political control over themselves, that took away the dominance the Moors had through the Sultans. Therefore, the Moors ran out of there. What you mean ran out? When your concepts and principles and norms that operate as a control vice, a indoctrination over the people, once that spell is broken, you ran out of there. You're gone because you ran out of their mind. You're not part of their head no more. You can't control their mind no more. Go ahead, Abdullah. You add something to this?
Yeah, and that Treaty of Granada, 14 May, November 25th, 1491, protects the Moors' personal rights. But Philip II, he classified the Moors, us, as Spanish. And that's so therefore removing the personal rights that's embodied in that Treaty of Granada. So I think, Shem, you're gonna have to go. All right. I thank you, brother, for joining us on Moorish Monday. We have the upcoming conference, as I've been talking about for the past 2 months on this platform. That is the Moorish Governance, Birthright, and Nationality Claim Conference here in Philadelphia on May 18th from 10:30 a.m. to midnight. So the on Abdullah based Facebook page, you have the flyer and the Eventbrite link is pinned. There's the flyer. Thank you, Brother Hank. All right, so once again, this is at the Majestic Hall, 800 West Alney Avenue, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right, so you see the Eventbrite information. This is on the flyer, but also you can go to my Abdullah based Facebook page to get the Eventbrite link and the copy of the flyer. All right, political unity. We have here the Moorish misnomer, Blackmore, Black. We talked about Blackmore and its spelling in the 1560 Geneva Bible and the 1599 Geneva Bible structure. Article 15, Section 1 of United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights states everyone has a right to a nationality. Principle 3 of the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of the Child states the child shall be entitled to a name and nationality. UNESCO proclaimed 1979 as the International Year of the Child. All right, so hope to see you. This will also be on, we have the contact information below. All right, Mamata Kuba Ali Bey, Abdullah Iltalimosi Bey, Terrence Bey, our phone numbers are there. All right, so once again, to get my books, go to mooresandmasonry.org. Moors and Masonry Part 1, Moors Masonry Part 2, the recovery of lost, the power of Moorish treaty and recovery of lost Moorish sovereignty. Masonic complex and square and the connection to measurement and timekeeping, etymology, vocabulary. Etymology, vocabulary, subject 1, how moon and Venus rule. So that's mooresandmasonry.org. For the Moroccan Post School of Government International Law free classes, go to the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. That's the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. The Moroccan Post School of Government International Law will be having an advanced class. It's a closed study group. Advanced study group will start this Thursday, but it's actually closed. It's an advanced study group. All right. So we do, like I said, we do have our free classes on the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page. Once again, I want to thank Brother Hank for making this platform available. It was great to see you, Brother Hank, at the Nicholas Bookstore. All right, so definitely greatly appreciate you and your warm welcome and your support. And this wonderful platform will continue. All right, so we'll see you next Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, like this page. Also, the other videos, other guests that Hank have brought on are very dynamic. All right, so once again, Shem, I thank you. We'll definitely be bringing you back in the near future. Once again, go to mooresandmasonry.org for my book and the Moroccan Post Media YouTube page for the free classes. Peace, everyone.
Peace.